almost 2 years, and I have a lot of fun with my 1-liter Lenovo Tiny PC. I have done a lot of upgrades to this tiny PC with various GPUs such as single-slot and dual-slot low-profile cards. It can game, but it needs tweaks to both the software and hardware, such as undervolting and designing a 3D printed ventilation case for it. Also, this PC has very limited space and power, so it is restricted to supporting only a 50-watt GPU with a single-slot low-profile form factor. These little GPUs are not very powerful, and some of them are extremely expensive. For example, this RX 7400 cost me $500 and its gaming performance isn't great at all. So I thought about pushing this Lenovo Tiny further, and I tried an OQ-Link adapter so I could connect a larger, higher performance GPU. But there is still a downside. OCU-Link is limited to PCIe by 4 lanes only. It is indeed much more powerful than the single-slot cards natively supported by this mini PC, but it still loses a lot of performance due to the PCIe by 4-lane link speed bottleneck. I did some research to find a way to push this Lenovo Tiny to its absolute limit. My goal was to connect an external GPU with the full PCIe link speed supported by this mini PC. And finally, I found this adapter. It's called a micro PCIe Slim SAS 8654 adapter. This adapter supports PCIe 8 lanes per port, so it could allow me to connect to an external GPU with the max native speed supported by this mini PC. Will this PCIe Slim SAS 8654 adapter be the key to unlocking its full potential and actually turning this tiny PC into a real gaming PC? Let's find out. We have 2 things to do now. First, set up my Lenovo Tiny by installing a Slim SAS adapter and upgrading this tiny PC to make it run games better with a higher performance GPU. So now let's install the adapter into the PC. I need to bend the PCIe bracket feed of the adapter to make it go through the PCIe expansion card slot on the Lenovo Tiny PC. Now, the Slim SAS adapter has been successfully installed, but I need to add some more storage to this tiny PC to install some games. I know that M.2 SSD prices are crazy right now. Even a 1TB drive that I bought for $60 last year could be $150 right now. I have installed a 16GB RAM stick on this tiny PC, so now let's add another 16GB RAM stick to keep the PC running in dual channel mode and improve the gaming performance just a bit. Alright, my Lenovo Tiny PC is ready to be put to the gaming test, but now we need a Slim SAS eGPU test bench, so let's build one real quick. For the GPU test bench setup, I chose my Asus Phoenix RTX 3060 12GB. This GPU's release date is similar to this tiny PC, and it has 12GB of RAM, so it should be the best match for my Lenovo Tiny and won't get too much of a CPU bottleneck. For the PSU, I am using my Corsair SF750 that I bought a long time ago. I still need to plug the 24-pin power cable into the PSU to bridge the PS on pin, and a ground pin to turn the PSU on. Now let's connect the Slim SAS cable to the eGPU test bench. The Tiny PC and eGPU test bench setup is complete and ready to be put to the test. I have also designed a full enclosure for the SlimSAS eGPU build. If you're interested in learning more about it, please check the video link in the description. Alright, now let's connect the mini PC to the eGPU dock. I'm using GPU-Z to check the GPU PCIe uplink connection, and everything is working correctly here. We have the NVIDIA RTX 3060 GB running at PCIe times 8 Gen 3, which is 100% of the link speed supported by this Lenovo Tiny PC. Now, let's check the data rate connection speed between the Tiny PC and the eGPU using the CUDA Z app. A PCIe 3.0 by 8 interface provides a maximum theoretical unidirectional bandwidth of 7,877 megabytes per second. However, due to the Tiny PC's motherboard, the cable connection, and the adapter, this setup achieves a host-to-device speed of 6,114 megabytes per second and a device-to-host speed of 6,160 megabytes per second. If we compare it to the OCU Link setup connection on this Tiny PC, we see double the bandwidth with the Slim SAS eGPU connection. Now, the moment of truth, can this Slim SAS eGPU setup turn this Tiny PC into a real gaming PC? Let's test all games with no DLSS or frame generation. The first game that I want to test is Forza Horizon 6 at 1080p high settings with no DLSS and no frame generation. Not bad at all. The gameplay achieves around 80 to 90 frames per second. We see a slight bottleneck on the CPU side with the i7-9700T utilizing at 100% and the RTX 3060 12GB utilizing at around 85% to 95%. Turning the game resolution up to 1440p and lowering the graphics settings could help reduce the CPU bottleneck at this point. However, achieving this gameplay FPS with a Lenovo Tiny PC from 7 years ago is impressive. Let's move on to God of War Ragnarök at 1080p, high settings with no DLSS and no frame generation. The gameplay achieves around 70 FPS. Turning on DLSS could boost the gameplay FPS even more. Let's try a highly demanding game. Doom: The Dark Ages at 1080p. For this game, I need to lower the graphics settings to medium, but I still keep DLSS and frame generation off. It still maintains great game performance, with the gameplay achieving a stable 60 plus FPS. The gameplay is absolutely playable. If you can find a used GPU like an RTX 3080 or an RX 6800 XT at a good price, or if you even have one lying around, a setup like this could turn into a crazy gaming beast. The next game that I want to test is Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1080p, with everything set to high and no DLSS or frame generation. I used the built-in game benchmark to test this game. I had some issues at first because, by default, it tried to select the iGPU. After I changed the setting to the eGPU, it worked, but it showed some weird results. However, the gameplay achieves very good FPS. After the benchmark completed, we saw that the minimum FPS dropped to almost 0 FPS, the average FPS was 80, and the maximum was 115 FPS. I believe you can't find a cheap gaming PC that can achieve such FPS compared to this setup, not even a newly released Steam machine. The last game that I want to test is Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p, high settings with no DLSS and no frame generation. I also used the built-in game benchmark to test this game. After the benchmark completed, it showed the gameplay achieves an average of 75 frames per second. That's all for the video today. Overall, I'm really impressed with the gaming performance of this setup. With the Slim SAS adapter and the external eGPU setup, we pushed this Lenovo Tiny PC to its limits, and it can game like a pro. I hope this gives you an idea of another possible way to tinker with your Lenovo Tiny PC for a creative experiment or hobby project. Thank you for watching.